Hi you guys, and welcome back to Betty Does yet another RuPaul's Drag Race review, because that's what we need. First off, I just want to say, what a week. The drama, the tea spilling, the RuPaulery, we got it all. My personal wet dream, Kahana Montrese, is no longer with us. Kahana. I was sad for just about a second, but then Vanjie appeared in the confessionals, and I was happy again. Vanjie! So the divine Mother Ru appears on the television. We have a little bit of flashy, we have a little bit of angel singing. Apparently we're gonna be doing something holy for the Maxi Challenge. But before that, it's time for the mini challenge. RuPaul proclaims that Seduction is having a sold-out concert and that RuPaul himself is working backstage. Liza Minnelli. The queens have 15 minutes to get into quick drag, and then they have to convince the doorman, aka RuPaul, why they should be let in to this exclusive event. For me, the standouts for the mini challenge were the two winners, Raja and Nina. But also Vanjie. At this point, I'm like, Miss Vanjie, if it's personality, if it's acting, I don't know, but I'm eating it up. Seduction! Selectivity! Yes. Silky chose to take down the entire studio. I mean, that gives you attention. And you know when RuPaul is cackling, you did something right. Hilarious. Some days the queens win cruises, or wigs, or makeup supplies, but today they win underwear. Back in the workroom, RuPaul is preaching to the queens that for this week's Maxi Challenge, they will be creating their own she-vangelical talk show. And just as is tradition in these types of shows, the queens will have hosts, they will have a live conversion.
I'm not gay no more.
And also, of course, singing. In Denmark, we don't really have these types of shows. I mean, sometimes they would play late at night if you had like the big satellite dish, but I feel it is a very American thing. For sure, the queens on RuPaul's Drag Race know what it is, so it must be quite common over there. So as the winners of the mini challenge, we have Raja and Nina as the team captains. Team Nina is really excited to get on with the challenge. Nina knows that it's all about the acting. It's about making RuPaul laugh. And acting challenges are just a really good way of making this happen. Team Nina chooses Britney Jean Spears as their diva, and that, in my book, is a really clever choice. Everybody knows Britney Spears. Her mannerisms, her voice, her song titles. It's just a much easier task to work with. Therefore, they're having a lot of fun sitting there on the couch doing their thing, and even RuPaul comes over there and he's eating them up. Cut to Team Raja. Team Raja chooses to go with Mariah Carey, which is a little puzzling because none of them seem to really know Mariah Carey. Actually, they even go as far as to quote a Whitney Houston song. I will say the alarm bells are tolling very early. The queens enter the studio. Ross Matthews is there as director? Audience member? Commentator? I don't know. Anyways, Ross Matthews is there and the queens start on their one-take wonder. As hinted in the workroom, Team Nina is doing great. I mean, I had a hard time believing that they wrote this themselves because it is so smooth. It seems like they rehearsed this for weeks and weeks. I'm impressed. Hold up. Miss Vanessa Vanjie just killed me. I have to see her in the top now. She's my favorite. The end. Surprise standout for me was Ariel Versace. It was so nice to see her bring it because so far She has been mighty pretty and not a lot else. Ariel Versace was stronger than yesterday. I wanna go baby one more time because Team Nina was no circus. And you can do that again. At the end, when the queens were having this sing-along moment to praise Britney Spears, I felt warm in my heart. This is exactly what drag is to me. It's fun, it's ridiculous, but also it just spreads joy. Thank you, Team Nina. You did it again. So the non-believers were changed into true Britney praisers.
Leave Britney alone!
Ross Matthews is happy, and it's time for Team Raja. Team Raja is ready to make sheep into lambs, but honestly, what we got was more like haggish. What can I say? They were definitely not all I want for Christmas. First of all, it seemed like they were kinda hating on Mariah, which is a little strange when you're doing a talk show that's supposed to praise Mariah. That being said, I see them all trying. They're all giving their best Southern Belle preacher woman. But it's just not working. It's not cohesive. Scarlet Envy is dragging down the tempo. Sugarcane is giving us nice energy, but what's she talking about? Plastique Tiara enters, and I am ready for her to save this sinking ship. She is a vision of love. That being said, she does not deliver. Again, I see her like the rest of the team trying so hard. But her exorcist moment, it just doesn't work. From so emotional to sparkle, and then all the way to the queens not knowing the words to their own song, Team Raja was a mess beyond belief. And I love it. Back in the workroom, Team Raja are really nervous, and rightfully so, I would say. But Honey Davenport seems more confused.
Like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as.
She feel like she did an out of the park job. And before I started reading her for that and calling her stupid, I will say, I get that. When you give your all energy-wise, it feels like you're doing really good. But there's a difference between doing really much and really good. And Honey Davenport was probably more in the really much category this time. Sorry, girl. So far it's been a lot of drama, but that is quick to change as Brooklyn Heights gives Vanjie a kiss. Like, my heart stopped. I was like, is this for real? Are they getting married? Are they about to have children? Are they allowed to do this? Are they not both bottoms? It is sweet though. Quite sweet. When Evie first walked into the workroom, I was like, oh yeah, she's a little strange. She's a little quirky. That's cool. Now it's episode 3 and I know it for a fact. She is possessed. That backbend though. That's all I have to say about that matter. Time for the main runway. RuPaul enters, he looks amazing. I'm like classic Ru, the beautiful big blonde hair and a fitted green dress. The guest judges Guillermo Diaz and Troye Sivan make sure that both twink lovers and bear lovers are left with a wet seat. We're all happy and ready to see the queens slay. This runway could be super important. There is no doubt that some of the queens for this challenge just did excruciatingly bad, and they need this to redeem themselves. So, fingers crossed for some good dresses. Category is fringe. Honey Davenport is giving me faux leather cassette tape realness. Sugarcane is wearing all the colors of the wind on her outfit, and I'm living for it. Plastique Tiara is serving us some silver fish realness. Akira C. Davenport looks like she is ready to do the matinee show of Beauty and the Beast. Beast! Nina West looks a little bit like a floor mop, but I am not mad about it. She looks the best I have ever seen her. This is a nightmare in beige gone good? What's the opposite of a nightmare? A good mare.
A wet dream?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Evie Oddly. I don't think I was ready for that jelly. Fish. Cue backbend. Oh, Jesus. Mercedes Iman Diamond is giving us camouflage, and she is making sure that the judges are all in the here. Okay, listen to this.
I'm gonna make sure, the camouflage. I feel good, I feel sexy, and I am gonna make sure that I'm looking the judges right in their eye like, oh, I know you like it.
And I'll make sure I'm gonna be looking at the judges and making sure, oh, I like it. As she said. Is Ariel Versace wearing a fake belly button? Silky is wearing over 80 yards of car wash. Oh, okay, I got a little hard there. So the runway is over and it's time for the judges' critiques. Obviously, team It's Britney Bitch Network win the challenge, and out of the team, Nina West takes the grand prize. Totally deserved. I mean, she did an amazing job both as team captain and as actor in the challenge. I actually think Vanjie did a little better. I mean, she just killed me. But I will give it to Nina West. She was team captain. She made this come together and she was really the motor of this entire thing. So RuPaul was obviously very happy with the performances of Team Nina West. But that's not really where the focus of the rest of the episode lies. The focus is on Team Mariah. Because God, Mama Ru ain't happy. He is serving us some Tyra Banks American Top Model Season 1 realness.
I was rooting for you! We were all rooting for you! How dare you! Learn something from this!
He's angry. He is telling them that if they do not step their up, they might as well all leave. And to make sure the queens know he is not kidding around, he puts them all up for elimination. Time to lip sync for your life. For the first time in history, we are having a 6-queen lip sync. I was cross-eyed just from trying to give them all a little bit of my attention. I was gagged, but I was also a little bit annoyed because I will be honest and say at this point in RuPaul's Drag Race, they are really relying on the sensational moments. As a fan, what I really like to see is the honest moments. The queens working, slaying, rising to the occasion. Standouts for me were Plastique Tiara and Honey Davenport for completely different reasons. Plastique Tiara was kicking, screaming, pounding her on the floor and flipping her hair around, whereas Honey Davenport was jumping out of the light into the darkness, wearing no shoes and no wig. At the end, Honey Davenport goes home. Of course, I have some personal favorites that I don't want to see leave. That being said, based on this challenge, no matter who RuPaul had picked, it would be fair. Because they bombed as hard as Team Violet Chachki on the Shakespeare Challenge of Season 7.
I've never seen a car crash like this before. I don't know what to tell you, ladies.
Painful. Based on the competition so far, and especially on today's challenge, my personal top 3 now goes Nina West, Plastique Tiara, and Vanessa Vanjie. But what do you think? Are those your top 3? Why don't you comment down below and let me know? Oh, spill the tea for Betty.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, you guys, that was it for this week's episode of Betty Does yet another RuPaul's Drag Race review. Wasn't that everything you needed? Please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe so you will not miss out on anything until the next episode drops. Once again, that was it for this time. Please have yourselves a Betty good day.